This artwork done by Linda Hoover is titled The Perfect Pine. It depicts a wagon with a freshly cut pine tree strapped onto it in a snowy winter scene. The piece is the subject of Wendell August's newly released 2017 annual ornament.
The founder of the company, the Connect family, decided to put in place an ornament collecting program that would be something that we could roll out a new design each year to our customer base.
The annual ornament campaign has been around since 1980, but manager Rob Ridgway says the tradition of Wendell August goes back much further than that.
Well, Wendell started as a forge back in 1923. We were based in Grove City in an old historic forge until 2010 when there was a fire, and we relocated here. Early on, Wendell had his blacksmiths doing things like shoeing horses and doing things that were typical in the day. And there was an opportunity to enter a competition to create gates for Alcoa. It was the first time that the Wendell craftsmen had done a project of that nature.
These gates, currently housed in Wendell August's forge, led the movement to create the lines of metal giftware the company produces today. Like these pieces, part of a line called the Dogwood Collection.
This is one of the older patterns that's been with Wendell and one of our best-selling designs. It's a great image. I think people really respond to the artistry in the design and the fact that our craftsmen still hand hammer pieces the way they did decades ago.
Mike Youngo is a master die cutter at Wendell August, as well as the company's production manager.
It takes some artistic ability, and probably the most important thing is patience.
He works alongside his father, Len Youngo, who has been with the business for 35 years. Youngo is currently working on a reproduction of a ticket to commemorate last year's Peach Bowl.
You can see what it looks like, and this is the actual die. We do everything in reverse. The thing you have to pay attention to is, of course, lettering and the building. They have to look correct. This takes about 2 days. I've worked on pieces that take a half an hour all the way up to 60 days.
Really, it's about taking time and paying attention to detail. And really, it's just facing the whole gambit, trying simple designs to more complex designs and really being, refining down to becoming your own artist. Even though you're reproducing someone's artwork, you get to add your own little touches into it, give it a more personal feel. And that's one of the things that we really enjoy.
Once the dies are complete, they make their way over to the hammering room.
This is our master craftsman, Chris Fleming. He is the craftsman that will take our finished dies and hammer the production pieces off of it.
Each piece of Wendell August merchandise is stamped with a special hallmark of the particular craftsman who worked on it.
If you have pieces, an annual ornament that is 20 years old, you can bring it in, and then because of what's on the back of that piece, we can tell who hammered it and what date it was. This was the first die cut at Wendell August. So we have about 7,000 dies behind me. And the importance of that is, ties into heritage. We have dies that are from our earliest of days and that still can be utilized. Believe it or not, they were cut on iron as opposed to steel. That was what was readily available at the time.
Wendell August is excited to announce the return of the coal fire forge coming this summer. With the help of grant through Visit Mercer County, PA, and their tourism grant, we received funds to enable us to reinstall the coal fire forge. It just harkens back to the tradition of the way it was done, with actual blacksmiths and craftsmen using coal fire to darken the piece, and it gives it a real antique patina.
It's about the heritage of the piece, and it's about having that connection from a personal standpoint. I know with me, we get to create the pieces, but from a family standpoint, these ornaments aren't just an object, it's a story.
When people think of Wendell August, they think of being in Grove City, and they remember coming to see the old historic forge as a child and with their family. And we still got a lot of families that come to visit annually, remembering the past and remembering the traditions that their families started. And so we're really pleased to be able to share that with them.